Anyway, you know the gist at this point. DR1, DR2, and last episode spoilers will be abound. I'm going to just put up a sign next episode. Saves me a few seconds in my life. So after the third class trial, everyone goes back to a relatively normal life with the fourth door opened. So that's pleasant. After Alter Ego searches up the computer, he doesn't find much. Mostly information on the Ultimate Caretaker. I think that's the correct name? Anyway, she's you know, the person from DR3. So she seems a somewhat likely choice for the choice of Mastermind, but he regrets not being more helpful, but Chiaki cheers him up. Since he's not needed anymore, Chiaki just decides to keep him in there to play with him every now and again, which makes the AI a little bit happy. Nagito then explains to Hajime that there's a trio within the group. He's unsure of whom it is, but he knows that one's existent to watch his back. Everything goes pretty normally until the motive, where Monokuma reveals that Bayataka's Kokami is the traitor, and not even Bayataka at all before leaving. Everyone is shocked at this news, but Bayataka explains his reasoning. His friend Ryota, I don't want to look up his last name, was threatened by the motive video, and Bayataka became a traitor to help him out. While everyone is understanding of this, two people aren't as much. Jackie and Nagito, the former begins to sweat and panic a lot, which everyone else notices, and Nagito doesn't like it for the fact he's working outside his bed. Going against his reasoning for coming to Whole Speak to find hope in all the jazz, although he's shut down by the fact that he assisted with the first murder. Jackie explains to Hajime in private that this means Alter Ego is likely in jail and that she doesn't know what to do. Hajime tries to calm her down and promises that he'll help protect it, although he's unsure if it all worked. Everyone is suspicious and wary of the imposter, although nowhere near to the extent of where Sakura is treated, since these guys are already pretty trusting of one another, so life goes on as per normal, or just a little bit more worrying there. That is, until one day, Nagito explains that Alter Ego might be able to get more information by connecting to the outside internet, so they decide to do that to try and get more information. This time, they don't leave Alter Ego by himself. Hajime is a lot smarter than Makoto, and a lot more caring than Kyoko, I think at least. I still don't know why they just left Alter Ego in there without any defenses. Anyway, back on topic, Hajime likes to stay behind with Alter Ego for logical reasons, and also try to keep his promise to Chiaki. Alter Ego connects to the outside world and starts telling Hajime some information. The information that he didn't choose earlier, and as well as more information on top of that. It ended up going nowhere exciting. However, before Hajime could get too much more information, he's attacked. This time he saw his attacker coming, he has the upper hand, until he starts to feel dizzy and falls unconscious. Nagito wakes Hajime up and Hajime wonders where Alter Ego is, to which Nagito has no idea. This causes the latter to panic for a bit, but Nagito tells him there's more pressing news. The ultimate imposter is dead. The two look at his dead body and Nagito states the room was locked from the inside. Hajime then said it had to be a suicide thanks to it being a locked room mystery, to which Nagito agrees. Then time ran out and he didn't have time to investigate. Sorry Hajime. Anyway, the trial begins and things go pretty smoothly. At this point, only 7 people are alive, and among them, Hajime, Nagito, and Chiaki are smarter than most of DR1, apart from Kyoko most likely, and Bayataka, but those 3 combined would be able to figure out the truth eventually. Maru and Fuyuhiko are both logical thinkers and generally sane enough to try and keep themselves alive, so maybe they'll question a point or two, but they'll be convinced quickly enough. Ibuki wouldn't have the emotional issues of Oe, but since they weren't that close, and the imposter wasn't treated as bad as Sakura was, and also Ibuki just generally goes along with the flow, as well as Kazuchi. So the trial goes off without a hitch until the execution comes along, and Hajime's earlier question is answered. Alter Ego has his execution. Then Chiaki says he was alive in a panic and shows more emotion, although it's still somewhat subdued. Then Monokuma taunts her by saying something like this: "You are safe now!"
Oh, he's here! And there! And there!
You get the idea. Something like that. Just to rub salt on the wound, he gives it to remains of Alter Ego, just in case if you thought Monokuma was redeemable. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 4. Since that was short, you get a 2-in-1 deal, aren't I nice? Anyway, the chapter starts, and Chiaki is not just refusing to talk to anyone, she's not even coming out of her room, and Nagito doesn't seem to show too much regret at this, since he justifies it as a sacrifice needed to reach a greater hope. But unlike in Danganronpa 2, he's not plotting to murder everyone, since they aren't remnants of despair, so that's nice. He gets Hajime to distract Monokuma for a few more times, although Hajime is unpleased about it. However, then Nagito randomly disappears. Hajime lets everyone know that Nagito's gone missing after a few days have passed. Although everyone is still better about the first trial, so they don't really pay it much time. However, it's Maru who gets into Hajime's face. Maru explains that Chiaki explained everything to her and how he was supposed to protect Alter Ego. Hajime explains that he did protect him and realizes that he has to come clean about everything, so he does, which makes everyone else feel hurt about all this. However, at the same time, while Fuyuhiko was still hurt about this, he points out that Nagito's and Hajime's fears weren't unfounded, as the imposter was a traitor. Although Monokuma did know about pretty much everything anyway, so kind of moot point at the end of the day. Maru urges him to apologize to Chiaki at least, which Hajime agrees to do so. Hajime goes to Chiaki's room and the two begin to talk about what happened. Was more Hajime just talking to Chiaki about what happened without knowing if she's even getting the information. The two remain in an awkward silence for a while until she tells him she understands. Then the two separate. Time goes on by with Nagito still missing, but Chiaki comes out of her room at least, which cheers everyone up a bit. Sadly though, Chiaki doesn't open up that much yet though. But one night, a woman with a hat comes into Hajime's room with a knife. Yes, I'm saying it was a woman and not a masked figure. Then Nagito comes to protect him and the two disappear, making Hajime wonder if it was all a dream. The next morning, he goes to the cafeteria to find it empty and he doesn't even get an announcement, which confuses him. Maru comes in and lets him know what's going on. Then the two take a look at Kazuki, the dismantling Monokuma, while Fuyuhiko and Ibuki just watch. They hope this gives them a way out and decide to explore the unexplored areas of the school and decide to force open all the doors. Ibuki remembers the crazy Ironman's pickaxe from when they explored the school. I forgot to mention that they explored all the other areas as they do every time. Sorry. Anyway, she rushes to go get it, and however, she comes back a blubbering mess, saying something about Nagito. Then she drags Hajime with her in a panic, leading the others to follow. They all see Nagito's dead body on the ground next to a mask, who seem to die with slash wounds on them. The guys don't know what to do, then realize that Chiaki is missing and decide to go find her, and then stick together. As if there's someone who's willing to murder, they're better off staying together as a group. Kazuki objects, saying that she's likely the one who killed him, to which Maru hits him and Fuyuhiko scolds him, pointing out that he's better to have a murderer in that size anyway since it'd be 5-3-1, causing Maru to scold him, which evolved into a fighting match between the three of them. Hajime and Ibuki leave quickly as possible to get Chiaki. They explain to the game what's going on, and although she seems sleepy, she comes along anyway. The three meet the other three outside the IT room. Kazuki explains that he's going to go inside and one of the computers, and he could find a way to connect to the internet and get everyone out of the school. However, they do go on the computer and find out they're being broadcasted to the world, thanks to a revived Monokuma explaining it to them, and he also explains that a class trial will start soon. Everyone panics and searches for clues. After a fruitless effort, everyone heads to the class trial room, but they've got no leads. Hajime realizes there's only one person who could do it. Chiaki. However, he keeps the trial going as long as possible in order to find another solution. Chiaki realizes what he's doing and tells everyone to vote for her anyway, pointing out the reason she was tired was because she was murdering Nagito during the night. Hajime explains what she did, and she never mentions anything about Hajime being involved entering his room, or the fact that she had a hat, which confuses her. Then she points out that Monokuma set the timer. He has to vote. Chiaki is voted as the killer, and it seems like she's going to get executed. However, she saved at the last second by alter ego. It happened in the original timeline, it can happen here. Everyone sits depressed, and Hajime decides to check out the room since they're open. And it's spoken from Nagito explaining a lot of stuff, including how the characters can escape from the school and the other clues towards the mastermind's identity. It also hints that you can go into the trash can and climb out thanks to a key, which Hajime picks up and goes to save Chiaki. Two have a heart and climb out of the trash heap. Then they prod Monokuma in to give them a chance to escape school, and then they gather everyone else and search for clues. And that's where we'll end the episode now. Hope you enjoyed. The next episode will be the last one with the DR2 cast. I hope that's hype.